Hey everyone, welcome back to Sir Boats Yacht, the channel where we explore the world of classic boats, timeless designs, and seaworthy legends that still turn heads today. If you love craftsmanship, character, and a touch of old-school sailing charm, you're going to enjoy this one. In today's video, we're taking a close look at a small but mighty classic, the Cape Dory 25. This little yacht may only measure around 25 feet, but don't let that modest size fool you. It has a reputation that stretches far beyond its dimensions, with loyal owners who swear by its seaworthiness, simplicity, and beauty. The Cape Dory 25 isn't just another small cruiser, it's a perfect example of how smart design, quality materials, and balanced proportions can create a sailboat that performs as gracefully as it looks. Let's set sail into what makes the Cape Dory 25 a true gem among compact cruising yachts. The Cape Dory 25 was first built in the early 1970s by Cape Dory Yachts in Massachusetts, a builder famous for traditional designs and sturdy craftsmanship. The design itself came from the legendary Carl Alberg, who was known for creating boats that were as seaworthy as they were beautiful. He had a distinct design language, long overhangs, full keels, and elegant sheer lines, all inspired by the traditional Scandinavian working boats that handled rough seas long before modern yachts came along. This boat measures about 25 feet overall, with a beam of around 7.5 feet and a draft just over 3 feet thanks to its full keel. That keel is one of its defining features. It provides great directional stability, meaning the Cape Dory 25 tracks straight and steady through the water, even when the wind picks up. It's not a planing hull or a racer by any stretch, but it's a boat that will keep you safe and comfortable, especially in rougher conditions. Another signature feature is its solid fiberglass hull, thick, heavy, and built to last. Cape Dory never cut corners on layup or materials, and it shows. Many of these boats are still sailing today in excellent condition, often needing only minor restoration or upgrades. The rig is a simple masthead sloop configuration, making it easy to handle for solo sailors or small crews. Everything about the boat is straightforward, functional, and built to keep things simple and reliable out on the water. The Cape Dory 25 has that classic, timeless look that instantly says, sailboat, even to people who don't know much about yachts. The long overhangs at the bow and stern give it a graceful profile, and the full keel creates a sense of balance and proportion that modern boats often lack. It's a design that feels right at home whether you're cruising along the New England coast, anchored in a quiet bay, or even sailing offshore on a modest adventure. From a construction standpoint, the Cape Dory 25 was overbuilt compared to many other boats of its size and era. The hull is hand-laid fiberglass with a molded fiberglass deck, featuring teak trim along the tow rails, grab rails, and cockpit coamings. The combination of white fiberglass and warm teak gives it that classic New England character, understated, sturdy, and elegant. The cockpit is surprisingly roomy for a boat this size, designed for comfort and safety. It has deep seating for 2 or 3 sailors and a long tiller for smooth, responsive control. Access to the tiller and lines is intuitive, and because the boat's rigging layout is simple, it's easy to manage in different wind conditions without feeling overwhelmed. The deck layout allows for safe movement when going forward, and the hardware, cleats, winches, and stanchions, is well positioned and solidly mounted. At the bow, you'll find a sturdy pulpit and space for a small anchor setup, while the stern typically carries a modest pushpit and a place to mount an outboard motor on a bracket. Since the Cape Dory 25 is a displacement hull, it's often powered by a small outboard rather than an inboard engine, which keeps maintenance simple and space open inside the cabin. Now let's step below deck, where the Cape Dory 25 really shows its charm. The interior is compact, yes, but remarkably well laid out. Cape Dory made excellent use of every inch of space, and Carl Alberg's knack for practical design means everything feels intentional and efficient. As you step down the companionway, you're greeted by warm varnished teak trim that immediately gives the cabin a cozy and inviting feeling. The main cabin usually has 2 settee berths, one on each side, with a small folding table in the center that can serve for dining or chart work. The craftsmanship is simple but solid, and the joinery feels built to endure decades of use. Forward of the main cabin, the V-berth provides sleeping space for 2 adults. It's snug but comfortable, and with proper cushions, it makes for a pleasant place to rest at anchor. There's a small hatch overhead that provides light and ventilation, adding to the sense of space. The head, bathroom, is cleverly tucked away, often just aft of the V-berth, with a compact marine toilet and a small sink depending on the specific layout. The galley, or kitchen area, is positioned near the companionway, typically on one side of the cabin. It includes a small sink, a 2-burner alcohol stove, and storage for cookware and supplies. While it's not designed for gourmet cooking, it's perfect for making coffee, simple meals, or a quick snack while underway. The opposite side may have additional storage or a small icebox. Everything is within arm's reach, and the use of teak cabinetry keeps the look traditional and timeless. Overall, the Cape Dory 25's interior is about balance, simplicity that works. It doesn't try to do too much, and that's part of its enduring appeal. It's the kind of space that feels like a true sailing cabin rather than a floating apartment, and that's exactly what classic sailors love about it. On the water, the Cape Dory 25 is a boat that rewards patience and skill. It's not the fastest cruiser, but it's incredibly steady and forgiving. The full keel and balanced hull shape mean it tracks beautifully and holds course with minimal effort. You won't be planing across the bay, but you'll be moving confidently and smoothly, even in choppy seas. Because of its weight and keel design, the Cape Dory 25 has a comfortable motion in the water. It doesn't slam or bounce in waves, which makes it feel larger than it is. The helm feels light and predictable, and the tiller steering gives direct feedback from the rudder, allowing the sailor to feel connected to the water. In lighter winds, you might find it a bit slower to respond compared to modern fin-keel boats, but when the breeze picks up, this boat comes alive. It digs in and sails with that steady, powerful grace that only full-keel designs can deliver. Reefing the sails is straightforward, and because of the simple sloop rig, there's not much to go wrong. Many owners say the Cape Dory 25 gives them the confidence to handle unexpected weather without worry. It's a boat that looks after its crew. For coastal cruising, weekend getaways, or even extended solo adventures, the Cape Dory 25 is an ideal choice. Some sailors have even taken them offshore on longer passages, which speaks volumes about their seaworthiness and reliability. So what makes the Cape Dory 25 special in today's world of high-tech composites, electric winches, and push-button sailing? It's the purity of design. This boat was built in an era when simplicity, strength, and elegance mattered more than flashy extras. It's a yacht that prioritizes sailing over gadgets, and for many people, that's the entire point. The Cape Dory 25 is also incredibly affordable to own and maintain compared to larger modern boats. It's easy to trailer, store, and refit. Replacement parts are simple, and the systems are basic enough for any handy sailor to manage without hiring a crew of specialists. That makes it a fantastic entry point for anyone dreaming of classic sailing without breaking the bank. Another thing that makes it stand out is the community. There's a loyal group of Cape Dory owners around the world who share tips, parts, and restoration advice. These boats inspire affection because they feel personal, like a friend you can rely on, not just a machine that takes you from A to B. Finally, there's the intangible factor, the beauty. The Cape Dory 25 has lines that never go out of style. It's not trendy, it's timeless. When you see one sailing gracefully across the water with her sails full and her hull gleaming in the sun, it evokes that classic spirit of adventure that defines the best of sailing. So there you have it, the Cape Dory 25, a small yacht with a big heart. Built tough, designed beautifully, and loved for generations. Whether you're looking for your first serious sailboat, a restoration project, or a dependable coastal cruiser, this boat has something special to offer. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button, subscribe to Sir Boats Yacht, and drop a comment below telling me what classic sailboat you'd like to see featured next. Thanks for watching, and until next time, fair winds and following seas from Sir Boats Yacht.